The Senate just passed two landmark bills aimed at protecting minors online. Google dismisses Elon Musk's claim that autocomplete engaged in election interference. And OpenAI rolls out advanced voice mode, and no, it won't sound like Scarlett Johannson. It's Wednesday, July 31st, and this is Engadget News. The Senate has passed two major online safety bills amid years of debate over social media's impact on teen mental health. The Kids Online Safety Act and the Children and Teens Online Privacy Protection Act, also known as COPPA 2.0, passed the Senate in a vote of 91-3. The bills will next head to the House, though it's unclear if the measures will have enough support to pass. If passed into law, the bills would be the most significant pieces of legislation regulating tech companies in years. COSA requires social media companies like Meta to offer controls to disable algorithmic feeds and other addictive features for children under the age of 16. It also requires companies to provide parental supervision features and safeguard minors from content that promotes eating disorders, self-harm, sexual exploitation, and other harmful content. One of the most controversial provisions in the bill creates what's known as a duty of care. This means platforms are required to prevent or mitigate certain harmful effects of their products, like addictive features or algorithms that promote dangerous content. The Federal Trade Commission would be in charge of enforcing the standard. The bill was originally introduced in 2022, but stalled amid pushback from digital rights and other advocacy groups who said the legislation would force platforms to spy on teens. COPPA 2.0, on the other hand, has been less controversial among privacy advocates. An expansion of the 1998 Children and Teens Online Privacy Protection Act, it aims to revise the nearly 30-year-old law to better reflect the modern internet and social media landscape. If passed, the law would prohibit companies from targeting advertising to children and collecting personal data on teens between 13 and 16 without consent. It also requires companies to offer an eraser button for personal data to delete children and teens' personal information from a platform when technologically feasible. The vote underscores how online safety has become a rare source of bipartisan agreement in the Senate, which has hosted numerous hearings on teen safety issues in recent years. Google has responded to allegations that it censored searches about Donald Trump after Elon Musk baselessly claimed the company had imposed a search ban on the former president. The issues, Google explained, were due to bugs in its autocomplete feature. But Musk's tweet, which was viewed more than 118 million times, nonetheless forced the search giant to publicly explain one of its most basic features, and in essence saying, "That's not happening." Though Google did not name Musk specifically over the weekend, the ex-owner said that Google has a search ban on President Donald Trump. The claim appeared to be based on a single screenshot of a search that showed Google suggested President Donald Duck and President Donald Reagan when President Donald was typed into the search box. In its posts Tuesday, Google explained that people are free to search for whatever they want, regardless of what appears in its autocomplete suggestions. It added that built-in protections related to political violence had prevented autocomplete from suggesting Trump-related searches and that those systems were out of date. Likewise, the company said that the strange suggestions for President Donald were due to a bug that spanned the political spectrum. It also affected searches related to former President Barack Obama and other figures. Finally, the company explained that articles about Kamala Harris appearing in search results for Donald Trump is not due to a shadowy conspiracy, but because the two, both of whom are actively campaigning for president, are often mentioned in the same news stories. That may sound like something that should be painfully obvious to anyone who has ever used the internet, but Musk's post on X has fueled days of conspiracy theories about Google's intentions. Musk's post, which questioned whether the search giant was interfering in the election, was particularly ironic considering that the ex-owner came under fire the same weekend for sharing a manipulated video of Kamala Harris without a label, a violation of his company's own policies. OpenAI has started rolling out its advanced voice mode feature. Starting today, a small number of paying ChatGPT users will be able to have a tete-a-tete with the AI chatbot. All ChatGPT Plus members should receive access to the expanded toolset by the fall of this year. In an announcement on social media, the company said this advanced version of its voice mode offers more natural, real-time conversations, allows you to interrupt any time, and senses and responds to your emotions. Support for voice conversations arrived last September in ChatGPT, and the more advanced version got a public demo in May. ChatGPT 4.0 uses a single multimodal model for the voice capabilities rather than the 3 separate models used by its previous audio solution, decreasing the latency in conversations with the chatbot. OpenAI drew a lot of criticism at the May demo for debuting a voice option that sounded uncannily like Scarlett Johannson, whose acting career included voicing AI character Samantha in Spike Jonze's film Her. The release date for advanced voice mode was delayed shortly after the backlash, even though the company insisted that the voice actor was not imitating Johansson's performance. The similar-sounding voice was since taken out. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from senior editor Carissa Bell and contributor Anna Wishenko, and was voiced and produced by me, Steve White, a real human, from Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.